Hey yo, what's up? Bipolar Barbie here. Queen Bee, and what are we going about today? Yes, we're talking about some really exciting stuff, and I wanted to talk about my why. Why do I want to live? Why do I want to publish my books? Why do I want to be a motivational speaker? Why do I want to rap? Why do I want to do what I do? Why do I want to take over the world? Because world domination seems like a cool thing to do, but also because I'm just kind of over being nobody and nothing, and I think a lot of us are. And there's a lot of talents as an artist that I have that I really want to share with the world. That's kind of my purpose. That's what makes me happy. That's what I do. And I've been really down lately. I had, a pretty rough start to last year, but then it ended up being an amazing year, and I had a really rough start to this year. But last year had really been the best year of my recovery in a long while. I didn't realize I just put on this a lion shirt because I'm going to be a beast this year, y'all. Now, I was talking to some of, I was on Instagram Live the other day. If you're not following my Instagram, do it. Facebook, Twitter, just go. Follow me everywhere. Like all my content, share it. But one of you guys pointed out that I'd lost touch with my why, because I hadn't been book editing lately. And, there was a lot going on. I've been in this really, domestic violence situation. It's been really triggering for me. My laptop broke, and I don't know, just a bunch of shit that's just story of my life. It happens. It's a reoccurring theme. And I was kind of, why? Why do I do what I do? And I looked back to my why that I sent to someone a while ago. It was all about I really wanted to rap, and that's why I wanted to get my books done, because I wanted to get them out of the way so I could just focus on other things. And I just couldn't connect with my why. And it was really, really interesting. I had this kind of download at 4 o'clock this morning, and I realized, yeah, I had lost touch with my why. And I think that's because I sort of subconsciously knew what it was, but didn't consciously know what it was. I've simultaneously been saying to people lately, I'm finally done with my parents. Finally done. I'm at that point where it's just you're not good for me. You never were, and you never will be. And I'm completely fine with that now. And I think as a borderline, a lot of people have different, people are always saying shit to me. People are well, it's important not to be a victim. It's no, I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. But, I go in ups and downs in that as well. And I had this really interesting epiphany where it was actually the fact that them putting me down doesn't affect me anymore. It affects me. It still makes me feel shit. But I let go of that anger, and I'm just kind of you do you, and I'm just going to do me, and that's fine. But I realized, in accepting that I'm never going to be anything to them, and, accepting that I no longer want to please them, in a way, it almost accepted that I am nothing. And not wanting to please them stopped me wanting to please myself. So in this really kind of weird way, it was just getting over the shit with them, I lost my drive. I lost my mojo. And that's when I realized, you know what? There's nothing wrong with, being a victim. I was a victim of a lot of shit, and I am currently and very recently been a victim of some severe, domestic abuse. And that's what drives me, to get myself out of that situation, to get myself as far away from those people, to prove to those people, you can't fucking break me. And I think to do that, there is a certain amount of, I do kind of need to be a victim to have that drive. I need to acknowledge that that happened to me. And I don't think acknowledging that that happened to you is a bad thing. It's me not acknowledging it was the worst thing I did for so many years. It took me a long time to acknowledge it, to actually accept it and actually believe that what happened to me wasn't okay, for people to convince me to put that label on it so that I could begin to heal. So you do begin to heal when you accept your situation, and it really fucking pisses me off when people tell me that I shouldn't have to, I don't know, that I just need to get over it. If you can relate to this, put in the comments below, because I'm really struggling to put words to exactly the dumb shit that people say to me about it. Because it's Everybody has an opinion on it. And it really annoys me when people are like, oh, you're a victim of it. Like, no, fucking bullshit. I'm not a victim of my situation, because like I wouldn't be here if I was. Every single day I fight to do more, and kind of in a way of disconnecting with that really made me just be like, well, what's the point? If I'm not trying to prove them wrong, if I'm not angry at them, then I don't like have anything to prove to anyone. So I just kind of didn't, I just kind of gave up on myself, because I gave up on them, because what drove me was proving them wrong. So I don't think that I can ever actually detach them from me. I know, like, physically I need to get as far away from them as possible and cut, like, all contact with them, because it's like, that just needs to happen so that I can get my life together and I can just get away from their shit. But, like, yeah, I think emotionally there still needs to be some connection there. Otherwise, I don't have that why. I don't have, like, what drives me. Like, that is a part of me, and take that away and I don't know who I am. And, like, maybe it does need to be taken away, and maybe I do need to find who I am without it. But maybe I can't. Like, it's 90% of who I am. And I think getting rid of it is the wrong way to go about it. I think embracing it like I have been, and using it for good, using it to better myself, like making something out of that pain, is the best way that I can go about it. Because any other way is just not right. It's not right for me. It doesn't feel right. I think I'm just going on a rant now, but I just really kind of wanted to get that off my chest. I just had this, like, moment, my mind was blown. Like, my why is to prove them wrong. And, like, I feel like a happy medium is not trying to prove them, like, to them that they were wrong, but, like, to prove to myself that they were wrong. And I think I can do that inwardly and not outwardly like I was, and use that still to drive me. But I think getting rid of that notion completely has actually been quite detrimental. So that's my thoughts. I'm not going to watch this video back because I just can't be fucked at the moment, and I kind of want to dye my hair, and I don't really know what I'm going to, like, do with that. But I got shit to do today. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. Let me know what you think. If it was completely incomprehensible, let me know, and I'll do another video answering any questions.